Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel, Food and Firearms. As you see, got the Glock 27 or Glock 27X, you know what I'm saying, with the MIX frame. This is for the show. This is for the props, you know, this is a prop. I thought maybe they start just putting the gun up there, leaving it up there so everybody can see it. That's for the props, but you know, got to have one hot and ready for the ops, just in case somebody want to act silly while I'm cooking. You know, they might think that's just oh, he's got a prop gun. It ain't even loaded. It could be loaded in a split second. It could be, but it's not. But this one is. So that's for the props. This is for the ops. So let's get into it. So I got these spare ribs, and yeah, I know these spare ribs. And for all you people that don't eat pork and all that, Muslim, and you know, hey, you do you, and I'll do me. But I don't really do spare ribs too much. I do baby back, but we're gonna go for it, give it a shot, put it on the grill, charcoal grill that is, and I'll show y'all that setup too. But what I'm gonna do is hit it with the yellow mustard. First of all, I'm gonna do open this thing up, pull out the membrane. And membrane, here's the thing: if it's a really thick membrane, you kind of want to pull that off. But at the same time, I've cooked plenty of ribs without pulling the membrane off, and I ain't never missed out on flavor or moisture or texture. But I'm gonna see if I can pull some of the membrane off, and if I can't, oh well. And on the spare ribs, you have a little bit of the pork belly on there. Some people trim that off too. I ain't trimming none of that off. I'm leaving all that on there. But use this yellow mustard for a binder, and then hit it with the old usual suspects: black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And I'm gonna use both these rubs. I only got a little bit of the mesquite rub left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this up, and then top it off with the apple rub. Seeing how I'm using apple wood chunks anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna put this on the outside and put that on the inside. Just I'm gonna dust on the outside with this and black pepper, and I don't do my own barbecue sauce. It's just, it doesn't matter, man. I've been using this for years. Shout out to Chicago, Sweet Baby Ray's, and so I'm just going to use that, and we'll get to that later. And then apple juice, going to put a little water, vinegar, salt, a little bit of apple juice, and use this kind of like a mop type thing. Keep it moist because I'm gonna do an unfoil in the beginning, and in the last hour wrap it, and then go from there. So I'm gonna do an unfoil technique on this. So yeah. Now here's the part. I was gonna stop the video, do all that, or should I just keep it running, make it a super long video? I don't know which one to do, but let me go ahead and just start the video. Let me just start the process, and then if it gets a little bit too long and inundating, or I run into a hiccup or jam, I'll just stop the video and then restart it, because I got to show you the grill setup too and everything. And I'm starting this early on my time. I'm in Louisiana. I'm off for a couple of days, so I'm gonna go ahead and I just want to try these out because I don't do spare ribs too much, and so I was just watching all these videos, guys cooking spare ribs. I said, let me give it a shot. So let me go over here to the sink and rinse this off real quick, and I'll be right back over here. I'll keep talking to you, but you ain't gonna be able to see what I'm doing over here. Let me go over here and rinse these off. And yeah, you always want to rinse your meat off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you really don't want to see how this stuff goes down in a meat packing place. So rinse these off, and I'll let you guys see what it looked like, as they say. The cool kids say, what it looking like. Rinse these babies off real good. It's a nice slab too. It's just me and my daughter and my wife, so it's just three of us, so we don't really do big, large portions. If I was cooking for a lot of other people, I would probably have more ribs, but this is plenty for us. And a lot of times we don't even finish this stuff. So when my daughter's in school, she usually takes it back to her dorm and let her friends finish it off. But yeah, that's how it looks right there. So yeah, you just rinse it off real good. You gotta go crazy because you're about to put some heat on it. Don't kill anything that's not good. But you always want to rinse off your meat, though. Rinse off your meat. It's a good thing. Always a good thing. It's probably gonna be a long video, but It's a cooking video. Now, some people, I tend to just do like bits and pieces on my videos, but for some reason, this might be more entertaining for somebody. Maybe it won't be, but I appreciate everybody uh, watching the videos and hitting the like button for me. Matter of fact, hit the like button for this one too, and send people over to the channel. I'm gonna definitely build this channel up. It's starting off pretty good. I'm happy for whoever watches it and whoever hits the like button. I'm a very appreciative person, so I don't need 1 million subscribers. I just need whoever really likes what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So we're at the 5-minute mark. I'm just applying my gloves right now because I don't want to really touch all this mustard on my hand right now. So we're going to just put these gloves. I need to get some black cooking gloves. I know everybody has the black, but my last job, we had all these blue gloves. So I have several boxes of them. So I'm just going to use them till they run out. But yeah, so now, just like I said, there's some people that will peel that membrane off and cut that other portion that you see, that other layer of fat or pork belly. So we're going to see what I'm going to do here. Like I said, I cook raw dog and I do all that neat trimming stuff sometimes too. But a lot of times when you trim, sometimes, you trim all the stuff off, then it can dry out your meat. See, some people will trim this part off right here. So I'm gonna see what I can do. What I can make it do. See if I can get this membrane. I'm not really good at getting this membrane out of here. So you got to go up underneath it. I don't know if y'all can see me. Maybe you can. You got to go up underneath here. That might be enough. You don't need much. You just need something to grab onto. Take a paper towel. And so you pull that membrane off. It's definitely not hard, but it's not like super easy either. Yeah, see, let me get another piece of paper towel. That's why I don't really do it, because sometimes they come out smooth, and then sometimes, there we go. So that's the membrane, in case somebody's wondering. Now, old school people, they wouldn't remove that because people back in the day, particularly in the South, they used to eat everything. So nobody had no time to be doing all this. This is called first world cooking, but third world cooking was quite different. Let's see, this is the pork belly part. I'm gonna go ahead and trim it off. I wasn't, but now I am. I need to get a sharper knife. I got one, but I don't feel like getting it right now. So you just pull that. See, some people don't like this part. See all this stuff right here. You can trim this off. See what I'm saying? That comes right off. So all this is like I say, some people they consider this the flavor. It gives it flavor and it gives it protection from overcooking the meat. So it depends on how you look at it and how you cook. To be honest with you, there ain't no rules to cooking, period. It's how you cook and how you learn and how you want to do it. So don't listen to me, because there ain't no rules to cooking, in my personal opinion. Because some people might say something's dry, and then the next person might walk up and say, "No, that ain't dry at all to me." So you just never know. The only thing that is a fact is temperature. So you can't. That math is always real. So the temperature don't lie. So when they say, like, cook your ribs to 200 degrees, that is an actual fact. When you're cooking ribs, you're looking at 195 to 200. And then you know, cooking at a certain temperature. All that is facts. I like to cook my ribs around 250 to 300 max, you know, and so the longer and the slower, the better. So that's about as far as I'm going to go. See what I'm saying? And this is the ribs right here. So when they make the St. Louis ribs, give you a little tip. So where the rib ends, when they make St. Louis cut, they go right there. They cut all this off. But you see the rib goes all the way up here, and then it falls off right here. The bone is right there. So when they do St. Louis style, they just trim all the way across. But this is spare ribs, so we're gonna leave it like that. But yeah, that's about all the memory I'm gonna cut off. You know, don't pull, just pull enough off just to let the meat, let the flavors get up in there. So at this point, what my dog barking at? I love my little dog. See, like a little, it's like a little agent, like FBI agent, like Secret Service to be barking at everything. Boy, you can't sneak up on us. That's one thing. Even us, our dog barks at us when we leave out the house. I'm like, man, where you leaving? What you barking at us for? So I just rinse my hands off because get that out of there. Get these knives up out here. Got to wash this later. Definitely want to have a clean workstation and keep your hands clean. So what I would do now, some people don't do this. I just do this for a little binder, just to so you can, when the seasonings will, you know, will stay, you know, something that's what the seasonings to bind into it, and just rub it over. I just do it like this, and don't worry, your food's not going to taste like mustard. It's just a binder. This goes away. This has vinegar in it, so it helps marinate the meat, so to speak. Just a little bit up in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands off again. That's why I like these gloves, because I can just keep rinsing my hands off before I touch my seasonings and stuff like that. And you can run your hands under hot water too. So I like that part of the using the gloves when I cook. But normally I cook barehanded because that's the way my mom taught me how to cook. So she's from the South. My mom's from Louisiana, born here. Rest in peace. So now what I do is hit it with a little salt, a little kosher, crushed salt. That's all the salt I will use on that side, and I'll do the same on the other side. But all my other ingredients are salt free. Then I hit it with the black pepper. I like pepper, so I go not heavy but medium because I really like pepper. Pepper really brings out the flavor in meat. Okay, so there's your pepper. Then I hit it with the onion powder. This is that cheap onion powder. I'm just trying to use it up. I ain't buying this again. It's too powdery, but you know, you already got it. So yeah, I know you know you're saying, hey, that's heavy, but not really, because what happens is when you cook, all your seasonings burn off a little bit. So, you know, then the garlic powder. This is an underneath seasoning because then I'm gonna hit it with the rub anyway. But this gonna give you full flavor. You know what I'm saying? So you get full flavor. Then, oh yeah, I'm gonna go apple rub first. Hit that with the apple rub. It's not a really difficult process. I mean, I've been cooking for years, so I'm really good at it. And plus, I was born in Chicago. My mom born in Louisiana. My dad was born in Arkansas. So you just grow up cooking, man. When you got family like that, we didn't really go out to eat a lot when I was a kid. You know, matter of fact, the first restaurant I ever went to, I don't even think it was a restaurant, it was a Sizzler. For you young kids, I don't know if y'all even heard of Sizzler, but that was the first time I ever really ate into a restaurant. And I'm not even sure if Sizzler's considered a restaurant. It's kind of an in between. So I came a long way. Just rinsing my hands off again. Then I'm gonna dry them again, and just keep repeating that same process, you know. So we're at the 14-minute mark. Yeah, I'll cut this down in two parts. This is gonna be one video, and then I'm gonna do the other side, so y'all the grill, and then the final result. Make 3 different videos. And this is the mesquite. And I'm gonna hit it with the mesquite. Again, you want to pat it in there. You know what they say in Louisiana or the South in general? You ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. And the same with your grill. If you looking, you ain't cooking. So once you put that lid on there and get your temperature right, leave it alone. Don't be poking in there, looking at it, opening it up every 15 minutes, stuff done. That you ain't cooking if you keep looking. So, and then we do the same thing here. We just repeat it on this side. Come with the yellow mustard. Yep, a little bit right there. You can always put a little bit if you don't know how much. Just always when you seasoning or anything, or even go light first, and then if you think you need more, add more. But don't just dump all kind of stuff all over your food. You know, see, like that's gonna probably be enough. And make sure you get the edges. I'm gonna season those edges too. All the meat has to be seasoned. Every inch section of it. You want everything seasoned well. Rinse this hand off again. Now this video is just mainly for somebody who just don't know how to cook ribs or never done before. This is one technique. There's a uncover technique, there's a foil technique, and there's a butcher paper technique of doing ribs. So there's all kinds of ways you can cook your ribs. I'm gonna do a combo. I'm gonna start off smoking it uncovered, misting it with, like I said, with my little apple juice, vinegar, salt mixture. Check it every now and then and mist it, or use a mop brush. You can mop it, and then you keep doing that. And then when you get it to the 2 hour mark or 2.5 hour mark, or even 3 hour mark, then you take them off, wrap them in foil, and do what you want to do. I'll show that part too, because that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to start off smoking it like this, and then wrap them, put barbecue sauce and brown sugar, and probably a touch of honey. So that's the salt. Then you want to, just the same way I did the other side, and it's the top side. And then I'm going to prep the grill, and then I'll start another video, let y'all see how I do my charcoal. Yeah, I know y'all see that's a lot of pepper. No, it's not. It's not really. It's really not. Here's the onion powder. Hit it with the onion powder. Okay. There you go with that. Then you come and hit it with the garlic powder. Hit it with the garlic powder real good. And all the excess seasoning that falls off, we'll scrape that all on the sides. And then you got that. And then we hit it with the apple rub. McCormick came a long way with their little grill mates. They used to be trash back in the day. I used to do my own homemade rub. But now they kind of, I ain't gonna lie, they kind of do it just as good as you can do it yourself, unless you're a pit master. I don't consider myself a pit master, but I figure I'm a master of my pit, but I'm not like the best barbecuer in the world. I'm not Big Mo K-Son and all those guys on Pitmaster, Myron Mixon. You guys know all of them. Yeah, so you hit them with that apple rub, and then we're gonna finish it off with the mesquite. Mesquite and apple goes really good because the mesquite give you that smokiness, and the apple give you that mild flavor. This is the end of that. Yep, that's the end of that. And then you just pat that in there. Then you want to take this and see how that fell off. Get all those sides. Get those sides. Get these sides. And if you can't, you don't have left over, just go ahead and hit it. But you want to definitely get all the sides. Yep. So that's it. That's it. Now, some people brine their ribs overnight, like in apple juice, orange juice, whatever, and vinegar and stuff like that. But I don't got time for all that. I just woke up and said, let me get this going. So that's how that's how it should look when you season your ribs up. I'm gonna wash my hands again. Hot water. That's how you do that. Now, what I'm gonna do is button up all these seasonings, put this back up in the cupboard. I like to clean as I go and organize as I go. So when I'm done, I don't have a lot of cleanup and a lot of stuff to do afterwards. My wife is the complete opposite. It looks like a train wreck when she cooks because she uses all these dishes. And she still measures. You know, she ain't like me. She measures everything. Like, you bring out the little measuring things. A quarter this, quarter. Man, I go by sight. I ain't got time to be measuring. That's how my mom was. That's why people couldn't really duplicate my mom's recipes, because they didn't know all the how much this, how much that, because she didn't use. I don't think my mom even had really but one big Pyrex measuring cup, and I think she just used that for water, not even for seasonings. But yeah, so this is how you're gonna have it going. Got your ribs right here all seasoned up, and you can smell it through the phone. You can see. So that's how you should have, how your ribs should look, kind of like. And you don't have to season that much, but I like a lot of flavor on my stuff and seasoning, and it's just all going to come together when you hit it with that smoke and that charcoal and everything. It's going to be good. So y'all stand by for the grill prep. Like, comment, subscribe. Food and Firearms. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let everybody know what's going on over here. Appreciate everybody. So y'all stand by for this video number 2.